with the touch of his feet, broke, not broke the cart, but disassembled all the things that were onto the cart. And then everybody was astonished, like, how did this happen? And then the Gopas was there, his friends were also there, and they said that Krishna has done this little boy. Brahmanas to chant Vedic hymns to perform an auspicious ritualistic ceremony. Text 12.
After the strong, stout cowherd men assembled the pots and paraphernalia on the handcart and set it up as before, the Brahmanas performed.
Their blessings never go in vain. Rituveda and Yajurveda. Then, while the hymns were being chanted, he bathed the child with water mixed with pure herbs, and after performing a fire ceremony, he sumptuously fed all the Brahmanas with first-class grains and other food.
Nanda Maharaja, for the sake of the affluence of his own son Krishna, gave the Brahmanas cows fully decorated with garments, flower garlands, and gold necklaces. These cows, fully qualified to give ample milk, were given to the Brahmanas in charity, and the Brahmanas accepted them and bestowed blessings upon the whole family and especially on Krishna.
The Brahmanas, who were completely expert in chanting the Vedic hymns, were all yogis, fully equipped with mystic powers. Whatever blessings they spoke were certainly never fruitless.
We will be focusing on text 17. Vipramantravido yuktas Teryaha proktas tatha shishah Ta nishfala bhavishyanti Na kadachidapi safutam
Vipramantravido yuktas
Vipramantravido yuktas Tairya proktas tatha shishah Ta nishfala bhavishyanti Na kadachi abhisfutam.
Vipramantravido yuktas
Terya proktas tatha shishah Tanishphala bhavishyanti
na kadachit api sputam
Vipramantravido yukta
Vipramantravido yuktas
Tairya praktas tatha shisha
Word by word, all together please. Vipra, the Brahmanas, Mantravidha, completely expert in chanting the Vedic hymns. Yukta, perfect mystic yogis. They, by them, Yaha, whatsoever, Proktaha was spoken, Tatha becomes just so. Ashya, all blessings, Taha, such words, Nishvala, useless without fruits. Shantina will become Kadachit at any time, Api indeed, Sputam always sexual as it is. Translation altogether, please. The Brahmanas, who were completely expert in chanting the Vedic hymns, were all yogis fully equipped with mystic powers. Whatever blessings they spoke were certainly never fruitless. Purport anybody?
Brahmanas, fully equipped with the Brahmanical qualifications, are always yogis, fully powerful in mystic yoga. Their words never fail. In every transaction with other members of society, Brahmanas are suddenly dependable. In this age, however, one must take into account that the Brahmanas are uncertain in their qualifications. Because there are no Yagnik Brahmanas, all Yagyas are forbidden. The only Yagya recommended in this age is Sankirtan Yagya. Yagya Sankirtana Prayer Yajanti Sumedasa. Bhagavatam 11.5.32. Yagya is meant to satisfy Vishnu. Yagnarthat karmano nyartha lokoyam karma bandhana. Because in this age there are no qualifications, people should perform yagya by chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Yagna Sankirtana Prayer Yajanti Sumedasa. Less is meant for yagya, and yagya is performed by the chanting of
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare.
Thank you. Is Prabhupada here? Prabhupada is mentioning about Brahmanas and then how he finished with that in this age, the only yagya that we are qualified to do is Hare Krishna Mahamantra, Sankirtan Yagya. There will be a lot of readings in this class. I don't know if it's a good thing or bad thing. In previous verse, Prabhupada gave a very beautiful purport about the qualifications of Brahmanas and what happened, like what are the Varnashram system, what will happen in Kali Yuga. So I want to read this purport of verse 13 and 15. One back.
how you started.
Purport of
Of which one?
13 and 15.
Okay. Oh,
Ooh,
Database is not working. It's crashed.
okay.
We'll have to read it from the book now.
Yes,
Which one is it?
yeah,
13 and
13 and 15.
purport.
Yes.
Nanda Maharaj was very confident about the qualification of the Brahmanas and their blessings. He was fully confident that simply if the good Brahmanas showered their blessings, the child Krishna would be happy. The blessings of qualified Brahmanas can bring happiness not only to Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, but to everyone. Because Krishna is self-sufficient, he does not require anyone's blessings. Yet Nanda Maharaj thought that Krishna required the blessings of the Brahmanas. What then is to be said of others? In human society, therefore, there must be an ideal class of men, Brahmanas, who can bestow blessings upon others, namely upon the Kshatriyas, Vaishyas, and Shudras, so that everyone will be happy. Krishna therefore says in Bhagavad Gita 4.13 that human society must have 4 social orders. Chatur Varnyam Maya Shishtam Guna Karma Vibhagashaha. It is not that everyone should become a Shudra or a Vaishya and human society will prosper. As enunciated in Bhagavad Gita, there must be a class of Brahmanas with qualities like Satya, truthfulness, Sama, peacefulness, Dhamma, self-control, and Titiksha, tolerance. Here also, in the Bhagavatam, Nanda Maharaj invites qualified Brahmanas. There may be caste Brahmanas, and we have all respect for them, but their birth in Brahmana families does not mean that they are qualified to bestow blessings upon other members of human society. This is the verdict of the Shastras. In Kali Yuga, caste Brahmanas are accepted as Brahmanas. Viprate Sutram Evahi, Bhagavatam 12.2.3. In Kali Yuga, simply by putting on a thread worth 2 paise, one becomes a Brahmana. Such Brahmanas were not called for by Nanda Maharaj. As stated by Narada Muni, Bhagavatam 7.11.35, Yasya Yel Lakshanam Proktam. The symptoms of a Brahmana are stated in Shastra, and one must be qualified with these symptoms. The blessings of Brahmanas who are not envious, disturbed or puffed up with pride and false prestige, and who are fully equipped with truthfulness will be useful.
Therefore, a class of men must be trained as brahmanas from the very beginning. Brahmachari Gurukule Vasandanto Gururhitam. Bhagavatam 7:12-1. The beginning, the word danta is very important. Danta refers to one who is not envious, disturbing, or puffed up with false prestige. With the Krishna consciousness movement, we're trying to introduce such brahmanas in society. Brahmanas must ultimately be Vaishnavas. And if one is a Vaishnava, he has already acquired all qualifications of a Brahmana. Brahma Bhuta Prasannatma, Bhagavad Gita 18:54. The word Brahma Bhuta refers to becoming a Brahmana and understanding what is Brahman. Brahman Gnanati Brahmana. One who is Brahma Bhuta is always happy, Prasannatma, na shochati na kangshati. He is never disturbed about material necessities. Sama sarveshu bhuteshu. He is ready to bestow blessings upon everyone equally. Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur introduced the sacred thread ceremony for his Vaishnava disciples, with the idea that people should understand that when one becomes a Vaishnava, he has already acquired the qualifications of a Brahmana. Therefore, in the International Society for Krishna Consciousness, those who are twice initiated so as to become Brahmanas must bear in mind their great responsibility to be truthful, control the mind and senses, be tolerant, and so on. Then their life will be successful. It was such Brahmanas that Nand Maharaj invited to chant the Vedic hymns, not ordinary Brahmanas.
Verse 13 distinctly mentions himsa mana. The word mana refers to false prestige or false pride. Those who were falsely proud, thinking that they were Brahmanas, because they were born in Brahmana families, were never invited by Nanda Maharaj on such occasions. Verse 14 mentions Pavitraushadhi. In any ritualistic ceremony, many herbs and leaves are required. These were known as Pavitra Patra. Sometimes there were nimba leaves, sometimes bael leaves, mango leaves, ashwatha leaves, or amalaki leaves. Similarly, there were Panchagavya, Panchashasya, and Pancharatna. Although Nanda Maharaj belonged to the Vaishya community, everything was known to him. Yes.
The most
Oh, we have it.
The most important word in these verses is Mahagunam, indicating that the Brahmanas were offered very palatable food of exalted quality. Such palatable dishes were generally prepared in food grains and milk products. Bhagavad Gita 18.44. Therefore, enjoins that human society must give protection to the cows and encourage agriculture. Krishi go rakshya vanijyam vaishya karma swabhavajam. Simply by expert cooking, hundreds and thousands of palatable dishes can be prepared from the agricultural produce and milk products. This is indicated here by the words Annam Mahagunam. Still today in India, from these two things, namely food, grains, and milk, hundreds and thousands of varieties of food are prepared, and then they are offered to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Chaturvidha Shri Bhagavad Prasada Patram Pushpam Phalam Tonyam Yome Bhakta Prayachati. Bhagavad Gita 9.26. Then the prasad is distributed even today in Jagannatha Kshetra and other big temples, where palatable dishes are offered to the deity and prasada is distributed profusely. Cooked by first-class brahmanas with the expert knowledge and then distributed to the public, this prasad is also blessing from the brahmanas or Vaishnavas. There are 4 kinds of prasad, Chaturvidha. Salty, sweet, sour, and pungent tastes are made with different types of spices, and the food is prepared in 4 divisions called Charvaya, Chushaya, Lehaya, Pay, and Peya Prasada. That is chewed prasada, that is licked prasada, tasted with the tongue, and prasad that is drunk. Thus, there are many varieties of prasad, prepared very nicely with grains and ghee, offered to the deity, and distributed to the brahmanas and Vaishnavas, and then to the general public. This is the way of human society. Killing the cows and spoiling the land will not solve the problem of food. This is not civilization. Uncivilized men living in the jungle and being unqualified to produce food by agriculture and cow protection may eat animals, but a perfect human society advanced in knowledge must learn how to produce first-class food simply by agriculture and protection of cows.
Chai. Very long purport. Does your what? Do you have your WhatsApp in there, in the laptop?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I've sent you a file. Chaitanya Bhagavat, chapter 9, text 139.
You want to speak something about what we read?
Yes. Meanwhile, you can tell that. Prahlad Maharaj, in his prayers to Nrsimhadev, he had one verse that he spoke. Vipra dvishad gunayuta daravindhanabha pada ravinda vimukha shvapacham varishtham manye dadarpita mano vachne hitartha pranam punati sakulam natu bhuri manah. He also, Prahlad Maharaj has a certain kind of, has this mood. He's saying Vipra dvishad gunayuta daravindhanabha. If a Brahmana having 12 qualities, but he has 12 qualities, but one quality is missing, which is taking your shelter. Vipra dvishad gunayuta daravindhanabha pada ravind vimukhat. He has turned over his face from you. So pacham varishtham, and who is more exalted than him? A dog eater. Who is, what he's doing? Dog eater. Manye tadarpita mano vachane hitartha. He's engaging his mind,
Tongue.
his tongue,
All the senses.
all the senses, his body. Mano vachane hitartha. So he is more greater. Pranam punati sakulam natu bhuri manah. These brahmanas who does not chant your name and who has doubts, they cannot even purify themselves. But to speak of the family members. And this dog eater, he is able to purify the whole lineage. Pranam punati sakulam natu bhuri mana. Bhuri mana means falsely considering oneself a Brahman. So these Brahmans, they cannot purify themselves. What to speak of the society, what to speak of their lineage. There is one more verse in Brahma Samhita 5.33, you might know. Advait Chuttamanadi Anantarupam. Come on. I was Purana Purusham Navayauvanam Cha Videshu Durlabh Atma Bhaktau Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Yes, you are Durlabh to in the Vedas also. So if you learn Brahmanas, he has experience and he has learned all the Vedas. But still you are a secret to him. And who you are not a secret to? Atma Bhaktau. Who is your devotees? You're not a secret. It's not
Yeah, something happened to this.
time. That's not my devotees. Okay. That's why I had my phone. Chaitanya Bhagavat. Okay.
Can you send it on the group and someone can read it for them?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes, I can.
it's coming. Chaitanya Bhagavat.
Chapter 9, verse 139. So this is the perfect, in whole of this pastime, it is clearly mentioned that what is the difference between learned Brahmana and a Bhakta, chanting of the holy names, how it can purify even a fruit seller. So it covers all the aspects of this verse. So I was thinking of reading this short pastime.
Scholar associated.
Yeah, good, right? He's amazing. Right? Yes, so because I was reading this and I thought of giving a summary, but in these verses, the mood here of who is a Brahmana and what is necessary in this age, we should be learned, or what is bhakti, it is all mentioned here very beautifully. So we can go one by one. 50 shloka from 139. And the background is in Mahaprakash Leela of Mahaprabhu, when he's sitting on Vishnu's throne. And now it is just mentioned that now he's not considering himself, he used to do this more often, like he used to sit, because he's Supreme Personality of Godhead, Mahaprabhu. he used to sit in Vishnu's throne, but he was like, oh, sorry, where I have been. He used to pretend like, oh, what I have done, and then he used to get down. But here now, in this previous shloka, it is mentioned that now when he sat, he did not pretend that he's, oh, sorry, I'm a devotee. He was like, yes, okay, chant. And he was like, ordering everybody, Advaita Acharya, sing my glories. And amazing, this whole from text 1 about Mahaprakash Leela, and he's giving everyone like every benediction that they want, and also telling them like, you remember when you had you were there stuck in the river, and there was one fisherman who came to rescue you. I was that. And I was like, wow, it was you. And they were like fainting. And amazing Mahaprakash Leela. And in this Mahaprakash Leela, Mahaprabhu ordered, like, wait. And he was calling the devotees. For example, if, Rasadhan Prabhu is leaving, he's like, wait, call him. I want to give him benediction. So he used to call, he was calling devotees from far away. So he remembered such devotee, Kola Vecha Sridhar. Like, Kola means? Like, banana leaves, stems. He was a seller of this, and he was like, call that guy, because he's always remembering my name. He specially mentioned that he was always crying out loud and always remembering my name. Then now they reached the house of Sridhar, and now some of the glories were described of Kulavisha Sridhar and what happened. So you can start. English, yes.
Now here are some topics about Sridhar. He earned his livelihood by selling banana leaves.
The phrase kola kachi refers to a whole banana tree with the trunk intact.
He offered half of whatever he earned in a day in worship of the Ganges.
With the other half, he maintained his life. This is the test of a devotee of Vishnu.
He was a truthful as Maharaj Yudhishthir. He never deviated from whatever price he fixed.
Sometimes those who knew his glories would buy his goods without bargaining.
In this way, he resided in Navadvip. No one recognized him, for everyone thought he was simply a banana leaf seller.
He passed the entire night without sleep while loudly chanting the names of Krishna and Hari.
All the atheists complain due to Sridhara's loud cries. Cannot sleep at night, and our ears are broken. He is low-class fellow who cannot feel his stomach being affected with hunger. He stayed up all night.
In this way, the atheists continued their blasphemy as Sridhar happily engaged in his own activities.
Sridhar continued to loudly call out the name of Hari with love throughout the night.
As soon as the devotees got halfway there, they heard the loud cries of Sridhar.
The devotees followed that sound and quickly found Sridhar.
Oh Mahayashya,
Mahashaya.
oh Mahashaya, come and see the Lord. Let us become glorious by your touch.
On hearing the Lord's name, Sridhar became overwhelmed with ecstasy and fell unconscious to the ground.
The devotees quickly picked him up and carefully brought him before Vishwambara.
On seeing Sridhar, the Lord was pleased and called him, come.
You have worshipped me so long. You have passed many lifetimes to obtune my love.
In this life, you have also served me so much. I always eat rice off your banana leaves.
I have eaten many items obtained from you. You have forgotten your conversations with me.
When the Lord manifested his pastimes as a scholar, he acted like a most arrogant person. Keeping his identity concealed, he enjoyed various pastimes with Sridhar on the pretext of buying banana leaves.
The Lord daily visited Sridhar's shop and bought banana leaves, bananas and banana stems.
He would really quarrel with Sridhar for 2 hours and then buy his goods for the house.
Although truthful, Sridhar quoted a reasonable price. The Lord would take the goods at half price.
Then Sridhar would stand up and grab hold of the goods, and tug of war would ensue. In this way, Sridhar and the Lord would show each other.
The Lord would say, "Oh brother Sridhar, why do you live like an
Ascetic.
ascetic when you have so much wealth?"
Who are you talking, the gods from my hands? Don't you know yet who I am?
The most Brahmanical Sridhara did not become angry. After looking at the Lord's face, he gave him all the goods.
The form of Gaura Sundara was more enchanting than that of Cupid. His forehead was beautifully decorated with tilaka.
He was dressed in a dhoti, tucked in at 3 places. His hair was curly, and both his nature and eyes were restless.
In a subtle form, Anantadev resided in the white Brahmana thread that adorned his body.
The Lord chewed bitter nuts as he looked at Sridhar. Then he again picked up the banana leaves with his own hands.
Sridhar said, "Listen, O respected Brahmana, please forgive me, for I am your dog."
The Lord said, "I know you are very clever. You have accumulated so much wealth by selling banana leaves."
Are there no other shops? Sridhara asked. Go there and buy these cheaper.
The Lord replied, I will not give up my suffering. Take my money and give me stem and bananas.
On seeing the Lord's beauty, Sridhara would become overwhelmed and smile, and Vishwambhar would jubilantly please speak harsh words to him.
You buy ingredients that you regularly offer to the Ganges. So what is wrong if you give me a discount?
I am the father of the Ganges, whom you regularly worship. This is the truth I am telling you.
Sridhar then covered his ears in his hand and exclaimed, "Vishnu, Vishnu." Seeing the Lord so arrogant, Sridhar then gave him the leaves and stems.
In this way, they both regularly quarreled with each other. Sridhar considered the Lord as the most restless Brahman.
Sridhar said, "I am defeated. Please leave me alone. I will give you something free."
I will give you a piece of stem, a few bananas, and a few leaves. Then am I still at fault?
The Lord said, Good. I have no more complaints. The Lord regularly ate rice off Sridhar's leaf plates.
In this way, the Lord enjoyed the gift of his devotees and does not glance at merely on a gift offered by non-devotees.
You can also sit ahead if you're having problem.
No, I'm
Good?
good.
Now Chaitanya had the desire to perform these pastimes. That is why he had Sridhar sell banana leaves.
In order to perform such pastimes, he made Sridhar sell banana leaves. Who can understand the pastimes of Lord Vishnu and the Vaishnavas?
No one can know these pastimes unless the Lord reveals them. The Lord reminded everyone of his principle.
The Lord said, "O Sridhar, look at my form. Today I will award you the 8 mystic perfections."
Can we read what mystic perfection?
Yes.
The phrase Ashtasiddhis is explained in the Srimad Bhagavatam 11.15.4 to 5 as follows. Among the 8 primary mystic perfections, the 3 by which one transforms one body are Anima, becoming smaller than the smallest, Mahima, becoming greater than the greatest, and Lagima, lighter than the lightest. Through the perfection of Prakti, one inquires whatever one desires, and through Kamya Siddhi, one experiences any enjoyable object, either in this world or the next.
Wait, so there are this little long story. So can we skip this?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. You get the idea, right?
Yes, I get the idea.
What's up?
The exalted Sridhar raised his head and saw that Vishwambar was blackish like a tamal tree.
He held an enchanting flute in his hands, and Balaram stood at his right side. Sridhar saw the entire place was filled with the bright effulgence.
He saw Goddess Lakshmi offer betel nuts into the hands of the Lord, and the four-headed Brahma and five-headed Shiva offer prayers to the Lord.
He saw Ananta hold his thousand hoods as an umbrella over the head of the Lord and Sanaka, Narada and Sukdeva chanting the glorious of Lord.
Sorry.
In the four direction, greatly beautiful women were glorifying the Lord with golden hands.
Unseen, the Sridhar was struck with wonder. As such, he reeled and fell to the ground.
The Lord ordered, Get up, Sridhar. Sridhar then regained consciousness by the words of the Lord.
The Lord said, Sridhar, offer prayers to me. Sridhar said, replied, O Lord, I am most foolish.
I have no ability to offer any prayers. The Lord then said, Your words alone are prayers to me.
Oh, Krishna.
By the order of the Lord, Saraswati, the mother of the universe, appeared on Sridhar's tongue, and Sridhar began to offer prayers.
We can read now from text 200. We can read the Bengali translation. The Bengali. Where is it? Yeah. Jaya Jaya Mahaprabhu Jaya Vishwambara Jaya 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 Navadvipa Purandara Jaya Jaya Ananta Brahmana Koti Natha Jaya Jaya Shashi Punyavati Garbhajata Jaya Jaya Veda Gopya Jaya Dvija Raja Yuge Yuge Dharma Pala Karinana Saja Gana Rupe Samhaya Nagare Nagare Vina Tumi Jana Hele Kijani Pare Tumi Dharma Tumi Karma Tumi Bhakta Jnana Tumi Shastra Tumi Veda Tumi Sarva Jnana Tumi Siddhi Tumi Riddhi Tumi Bhoga Yoga Tumi Shraddha Tumi Daya Tumi Moha Loha Tumi Indra, Tumi Chandra, Tumi Agni Jala, Tumi Surya, Tumi Vayu, Tumi Dhanavara, Bhakti, Tumi Mukti, Tumi Ajabhava, Tumi Vaha Vivekena, Tumare Shava, Purve Morasthane, Tumi Apana Balila, Tora Ranga Dekha Mora Sharana Sharila, Gora Papa Chitte Nahi Rasmarana Na Janila Muri Tora Amulya Sharana Tumi Karila Dhanya Gokula Nagara Ekhane Hayila Navadvipa Purandara Rakhiya Vedao Bhakti Sharira Bhitare Hena Bhakti Navadvipe Harila Bahire Bhakti Yoga Bhishma Toma Janila Samare Bhakti Yoga Yashodaya Mandira Tumare Bhakti Yoga Tumare Chitra Satya Bhama Bhakti Varshe Tumi Kande Karye Goparama Ananda Brahmanda Koti Vahe Yare Mane Se Tumi Shedama Gopa Vahila Apane Yaha Haite Apanara Vara Bhavahaya Sri Vara Gopya Loke Kaharana Kaya Bhakti Lagi Sarvasthane Prabhava Panadrina Yaga Agumi Bhakti Dukaya Simaya Haila Chuna Ara Nahi Lage Hera Yes, if you go 2 verses back, yes. You are conquered by devotional service, therefore it is the most confidential. Ordinary people do not understand this. You are always conquered by devotional service. You therefore hit devotional service and wander around like a conqueror. This characteristic of yours is now shattered and inactive. Just see, the entire world hankers for your devotional service. Next. Yes. At that time, you were defeated by only 2 or 4 persons. Like he was mentioning, Bhishma defeated you, Yashoda, Satyabhama, Gopagan. At that time, you were defeated by only 2 or 4 persons, but now you will be bound by one and all. After hearing Sridhar's transcendental prayers, all exalted Vaishnavas were struck with wonder. The Lord said, "O Sridhar, choose and ask for a benediction. Today I will give you the 8 mystic perfections." Sridhar replied, "O Lord, will you again deceive me? Stay peaceful, for this will not be possible again." The Lord said, "Seeing me cannot be fruitless. You must take some benediction according to your desire." Vishwambar repeatedly said, "Ask, ask." And Sridhar replied, "O Lord, then give me this benediction." You can what benediction he asked?
Should I take this? Let the Brahmana.
Let the Brahmana, yes.
Let the Brahmana who forcibly took away my banana leaves be my Lord birth after birth.
Let me always engage in the service of the lotus feet of that Brahmana who constantly quarreled with me.
While speaking in this way, Sridhar's love for the Lord increased and he began crying loudly with his arms raised.
On seeing Sridhar's cry, all the Vaishnavas became overwhelmed and also cried.
Vishwambar smiled and said, "Listen, Sridhar, I want to make you the king of the great kingdom."
Sridhar replied, "I do not want anything. Make such arrangement, O Lord, that I may chant your names."
The Lord said, "O Sridhar, you are my servant. That is why you are able to see my opulences."
That is why your mind does not deviate from me. Thus, I am giving you devotional service that is confidential to the Vedas.
All the Vaishnavas chanted Jaya Jaya as they heard the benediction gift to Sri Bhakta.
He had no way to follow some notification. Who can recognize the servants of Lord Chaitanya?
Yeah, he had again. Can we go to that verse again? Can we go to that verse again? Yes, he had no wealth, no followers, and no education. Who can recognize such servants of Lord Chaitanya? Like only now 5 are left. I can read that. What is the value of education, wealth, beauty, fame, and high birth? They only increase one's pride and bring about one's fall down. This is a similar verse of prayers of Prahlad Maharaj. Remember? Manye dhana vijana rupa tapah shutaujas tej prabhav bala paurusha buddhi yoga radhana hi bhavanti parasya pumso bhaktya tutosha bhagavan gajayutapaya. All these qualities of tapa, aristocratic birth, knowledge, fame, beauty does not attract you. What attracts you? Bhakti. And that's how even an animal, Gaj, what was his name? Gajendra. Yes, he conquered you. So that's what it is similar. In millions of kalpas, Lord Brahma will never see that which Sridhar received simply by selling bananas and banana stems. One who is full of false pride and is envious of the goal of life falls down to an uncertain future. One who ridicules a poor, uneducated, saintly person goes as a result of his actions to the hell known as Kumbhipaka.
Maharaj refers to this quite often. Bhakti Maharaj. Kumbhipaka. You will go to Kumbhipaka.
It's a punishment, right?
Hell.
Yeah, it's a hell.
It's a punishment.
Who has the ability to recognize a Vaishnava? Although a Vaishnava possesses all perfection, he appears to be afflicted. The story of Sridhar, the banana seller, is proof of this, for he accepted only devotional service and rejected 8 mystic perfections. Know for certain that whatever worldly distress is seen in a Vaishnava is actually spiritual happiness. People blinded with pride over material enjoyment do not know anything. They cannot recognize Vaishnava due to pride born of education and wealth. Even after studying Srimad Bhagavatam, one's intelligence may be ruined, for anyone who blasphemes Nityananda is certainly vanquished. Anyone who hears the prayers of Sridhar and the benedictions he received from the Lord will obtain the wealth of prema, or love of Godhead.
Haribo!
Jai. Yes, this was a Falstuti. 243. I told you it was going to be a lot of readings. I was reading this yesterday and I thought, does it cover all the aspects of blaspheming, chanting names, love? So yes, completely getting away from Srimad Bhagavatam. It's okay. Yes, so this was the story of Sridhar. I had similar stories of the fruit seller, mother who came to give fruits to Krishna, and Srila Haridas Thakur. There are a lot of stories in Chaitanya Charitamrita, Chaitanya Bhagavat, Srimad Bhagavatam, where Krishna completely ignoring the so-called Brahmanas and going towards fruits, and mercy were received by fruit sellers and who you will not consider as saintly by their appearances. So this is very important. He was not Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. When Prabhupada gave everyone a lot of duties, a lot of services. Somebody was worshipping there, somebody was cooking, somebody was preaching. So all these aspects help to grow in mission. So I thought it is very important to know that I was thinking that Sridhar, he didn't preach. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu liked preaching, right? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu always said that you should preach, but he was only selling bananas. So again, when I'm seeing where we live, some of us might think that some of the people are preaching more, or I am always there in the kitchen, but I forgot your name now. Vishesh. Yeah, no, Vishesh Prabhu is preaching. I think he's getting more mercy. I should do that. I'm always picking up the bhoga, and Vishesh Prabhu is preaching more. He's always, focusing on something. It's not always about preaching. It's not always about doing something which is recognizable. Or, for example, my what I do, I make videos. So, and this is the nature of who makes videos, who click photos, that you will get praise. This is the nature. You cannot click photo and everybody's like, oh, okay. If they they will praise you. So it is very easy to deviate from that and try to be what we are not sometimes. So we have to see our positions, how we are contributing to society, even if selling something, even if doing little services. That's why we have these stories of devotees. They were not doing any great work, no preaching, nothing. Still they got benedictions. So yes, this was my whole motive, to make everyone realize that it's not always great. Seems like a great service. Where we were reading that, I think in one of the readings, that Krishna can propagate this message. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu can propagate this message. They don't need preachers. Just for our sake, okay, you preach. You have some service. This is just another service, to speak Srimad Bhagavatam, to preach, to do anything, to click photos, to clean washrooms, to broom. It's just another service, and we should always remember that there is no like big or small service, and these are the examples. Always remember Sridhar, Kolavecha Sridhar, that mother who fruit seller, Srila Haridas Thakur. They're sitting and chanting. Yes, yes. Hare Krishna. Any corrections, questions? Yes.
Thank you for this wonderful session on Chaitanya Bhagavat. My question is, I'm just a little confused. Is it the same Sridhar Swami who wrote the Chaitanya Bhagavat commentary, or the different one?
This is Kolavecha.
That's why the Kolavecha is added, so that
Yeah.
maybe we don't get confused.
Because I heard like Mahaprabhu used to read commentary of Sridhar Swami. That's why.
This guy sells banana leaves. That he was Shankaracharya of Puri.
Ah.
Sridhar Swami.
I think it's... Oh, he was Mdonga?
Maybe because the pastimes look like that. Very.
Tug of war. Yeah.
We went to this samadhi place that is in the middle. It's in the middle of a paddy field, and it's like a very beautiful tomb. And but yeah, I remember not selling a statue, but
Oh.
that's why he was like, I don't want anything. You just keep coming and snatching things from me. It's fine.
Yeah.
Because that's how Madhava's mood was with Krishna, right? Very friend-like.
Playful.
Yes.
I liked that you mentioned, a specific service cannot give you extra mercy. Yeah, it is like that. It's more about what your inner mood is like, what your, how do I explain? What your bhav is when you're serving. Then the externals. You might be cleaning the pots and being very arrogant and egoistic, and you might be giving a class and being humble. So it's not a specific service that will bring you closer to Krishna. It's how you feel inside will bring you closer, how you perceive it inside. It's very beautiful. Yes, Krishna is I don't know, I was going to make a point, but I forgot the point in giving examples. Anyway, Krishna is only, he only wants love. So when you go to Krishna, he can give you anything and everything you want. He's wanting to give 8 mystic powers. That is a test for ourselves. That when Krishna gives, do we get entangled in that and deviate from our main goal, that is Krishna Prem, or we reject that and go towards Krishna, and Krishna say, no, we don't want anything, we don't want you only. So he's Kolavecha Sridhar, he's exemplifying that. Mahaprabhu is ready to give 8 mystic powers, but he's like, no, I don't want that.
Yeah, you made me forget my point now. But yes, I was reading that mother who was selling the fruit. Sometimes Krishna give 8 mystic powers, sometimes he cannot even give 3-4 grains. He was like, okay, take this, I have nothing. But still devotee, he was like, okay, you take my everything. Whatever I have, it doesn't matter what you give, you take everything. So it was a very, very beautiful pastimes. Yes. Thank you so much. You made me forget something. Very good.
Okay.
Hare Krishna.